when you call.
It's the Timberwolves, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Welcome to New York, home court advantage for the Knicks. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside. And next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Minnesota, Smith out there with Davis. Then there's Dunleavy. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Hill at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Josh Smith does an awful lot of good things on the floor. As a matter of fact, he's one of the really high-quality stat sheet stuffers in the NBA. But one of the things he doesn't do quite well is shoot three-point. And yet he continues to insist that be a big part of his game.
Here's Minnesota. Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Hill. Smith left side. Clock at 6. Off the left rim and out.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Irving kicks to Pierce. Hardaway against Hill. It's Marion with the drive. Irving dishes to Pierce. Hibbert with a screen on Hill. Pierce the pass to Hibbert. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Smith.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Now, here is Irving. It's Pierce on the wing. Leaner from distance. Kept alive by New York. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Still Knicks ball. 19 seconds on the shot.
On defense, Minnesota. Inside, Irving. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Rondo kicks to Hill. Pass to Dunleavy. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. 4 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
Hibbert with a screen for Irving. Out to Marion. Hardaway for 3. From beyond the arc and then some. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Smith sets the pick for Rondo. On the wing, Davis. Back to Rondo. He tries for three. Rebounded by Marion. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Irving dishes to Pierce. And it comes off the front of the rim. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Rondo. Smith outside. It's Davis on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Dunleavy's shot is off. The Knicks with the lead. Well, the Wolves didn't have a hard time scoring against any team. They took it to another level. It seemed always against the East.
Well, every time they played out of conference, it seemed like an up and down wild affair, and they were pretty good in those kind of games.
Here's Rondo. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The drive by Rondo. Dunleavy kicks to Davis. That's good.
As you said, with the Wolves, 3rd in the league when it came to scoring against the East, but they were also near the bottom in points allowed.
Irving passes to Marion. Pierce with the screen on Hill. Hardaway from outside. No good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
The Wolves did fare well against the East, but if they were able to play just a little better at the defensive end of the floor, I think they could have had a pretty strong out-of-conference record.
Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. It's Marion with the drive. Here's Hardaway. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Josh Smith. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Right side Hill. Outside Rondo. They get it back. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Timberwolves call timing.
Shawn Marion with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well. At the conclusion of last season, although I guess he did have a change of heart.
Smith dishes to Dunleavy. Hill kicks to Dunleavy. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
That lead pass allowed him to get straight to the hoop without losing any momentum.
Irving passes to Hibbert. And he banks in the layup. Hibbert's got his first 2 points.
And Marion, a 4-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these years.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Jared Bayless is checked in for New York. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Dragic is checked in. And Marion has made a good chunk of change over his career. A lot of money. He said he wanted to walk away while he could still walk.
Yeah, well, he can't walk, and his game certainly could still walk and talk. An excellent defender, an energy player, a stat sheet stuffer. I'm quite pleased that he hasn't decided to hang him up yet.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That is his first foul of the game. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Vitor Favarani's checked in for Hibbert. Patterson comes in for Shawn Marion. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Pierce. And Harris subbed in for Irving. And it's Harris off the drive. Dishes to Patterson. And it's off from three-point range. Dragic kicks to Morris. Down low. Pass to O'Neal. From down low. And he can't bank that one in. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Thornton.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
Especially when he caps it off with the steady one-handed jam.
Now here's Rondo. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Kicks it to Dragic. Here's O'Neal. The dish to Morris. And he gets it to go.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Patterson setting the pick for Harris. Pass to Thornton. Here's Patterson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
Well, with the shakeups for the Knicks, with the coaching change and even the change in the front office during last season, you'd absolutely expect them to take on a new direction.
Minnesota making a switch here. Ridnour's checked in. Fires the 3. And he gets it to go.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
There's a screen. Out to Harris. The pass to Favarani. Here's Bayless. That one's good from the corner. And the Knicks lead by 3. They had a little bit of a hiccup to get the overhaul started, but once summer was in full swing, Clark, the Knicks made a lot of changes.
Well, getting Fisher to coach and then implement the triangle was a big one. And they also made some trades to shake up a roster that many felt underachieved last year.
Dragic dishes to Ridnour. Can't tie it up as that one misses. New York leading by 3. Thornton with it. He's against Morris. Harris with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Favarani. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
See the way he times his passes so well? That was a great assist.
Now here's Dragic. He's tightly guarded. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Ridnour.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Harris against Ridnour. Harris inside. Favarani kicks to Thornton. To the wing on the left. Here's Bayless. Baseline jumper. And that does it for the first. And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go. Having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
On the court for Minnesota, Ryan Kelly out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Bogans. And it's Levine in at the point. Pierce with it. Guarded now by Morris. Misses from close range. Feeds it to O'Neal. Marion with the steal. O'Neal with the rebound. O'Neal's got 3 rebounds now in this one. to Levine. Shoots it up. Knicks with the rebound. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from O'Neal.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here is Bogans. Pierce covering. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And stolen by Hibbert. Here's Irving. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
Now, here is O'Neal. 6 points for him. Wow, way off on that one.
Well, after 3.5 seasons in Sacramento, Marcus Thornton was traded to the Nets last year, and he rallied back from what had been his worst season in the NBA. He shot much better in Brooklyn. It seemed to be a good fit playing with that playoff team.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, incredibly, Anthony Davis, one of the league's rangiest big men, and it's rumored that he's still growing. Asked about it, Davis joked, "I hope not. I don't want to be 7 feet. It just sounds weird, but if I grow, I can't help it." He does, however, want to get stronger, though. Now up over 240 pounds, he's putting in work in the weight room. Sounds like trouble for the competition, Kevin.
That should help him hold his own inside, Doris. Thanks. The Knicks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Here's Pierce. Here's Hibbert. And finally they hit one. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Now here is Davis. They get it back. Out to Smith. He feeds it to Rondo. Back to Smith. Then low to Davis. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's 6 points for Davis. Now here is Irving. He's got 6. He kicks it to Pierce. Outside Hardaway. Here's Hibbert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
New York shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
They have a very average shooting team in terms of the free throw line, about 76% a year ago. There were a lot of hopeful Minnesota fans thinking they had a chance at the playoffs last year early, but injuries and slumps derailed their season.
And Davis, here we go. The game now all time. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
But they'll get another chance. Irving passes to Hibbert. Hill gets the rebound. Hill's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Well, it doesn't seem that long ago, but it's been a decade, Clark, a decade since the Wolves were in the playoff situation.
Time moves on, you know that, Kevin. It races by. Hard to believe they were a postseason lock for much of the late 90s and early 2000s.
There's a guy named Kevin Garnett that was helped that cause.
Yes, sir.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
It's stolen by Hill. And Hibbert with the block. To the left side wing. A clear look for Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Hardaway's got 8 points.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Irving against Rondo. There's a screen. There's the feed to Davis. Clock at 6. Made it on the run, too. Davis has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
And Pierce, here we go. Out to Hardaway. Inside to Hibbert. Off target at the rim.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Rondo dishes to Dunleavy. Releases from the wing and drills it. Dunleavy's got his second bucket of the game to go. Irving with it. He's got 6. It's Pierce on the wing. Fires from 18. That's good. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Davis with a screen on Irving. Dishes it to Dunleavy. Pass to Smith. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Shawn Marion with the slam.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Yeah, it really does allow your offense to flow better. When you can get out and run and get easy opportunities, then everybody gains confidence.
For 3, Dunleavy. And Pierce pulls it down. The Knicks with the lead. Out to Hardaway. New York moving it around. 6 to shoot. Irving for 3. They grabbed their own miss.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Hill kicks to Smith. Rondo against Irving. Got a piece of it. Pierce with the steal. It's stolen by Smith. Outside Rondo. On the wing, Davis. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Anthony Davis with a historic second season. His numbers comparable to some of the all-time greats. The highest player efficiency rating ever for a player his age.
Now here's Hibbert. He has 5. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And Davis gets it to go.
And Davis becoming a go-to scorer in year 2, showing real comfort as an isolation scorer. In other words, having plays called for him where he just goes one-on-one. In fact, among players his age, with his volume of offense, he leads that group as the most efficient scorer in history. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Hardaway again. Rondo. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And Anthony Davis, one of only 6 players since 1980 to post a 40-point, 20-rebound, 3-block shot game. I mean, it was amazing. He, in fact, along with Shaq, Steve, the only 2 to do it before the age of 26.
Yeah, and also, you know, those 2, the only players since 1980 to have a streak of 6 games with at least 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block, and I memorized that last night.
Yeah, right, exactly. Here you go with the analytics again. You can twist those numbers to say anything you want them to.
You like them too, though, don't you?
I do, but they need to be balanced out, Kevin. You know I'm not going to go overboard with the analytics.
Sharp pass to give his teammate the high percentage shot in close.
Kicks to Smith. Patterson bringing the double. And it's Rondo in the corner. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
6 on the shot clock. Smith kicks to Dragic. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. "16 seconds left in the first half. Here's Hill. Another miss by Minnesota. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Pulls up. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Knicks winning. 35. 39.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. New York ahead, up by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And it's been a back and forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He has 12 points, and what a force on the board, taking over on the glass.
Well, at this point, just stay out of his way, guys. I mean, he is dominating the paint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
Marion is out there with Roy Hibbert. And it's Pierce. Then there's Irving. And it's Hardaway in the 2. That's Derek Fisher's 5 as we get going into the second half. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher went straight from playing to being a head coach. Pretty rare, but to hear his former teammates on the Thunder, he's got what it takes to be successful. Nick Collison called him the only guy I've played with who can address the team as a leader. And Kevin Durant said he's a great motivator who commands respect. Kevin, a pretty good way to start.
Ringing endorsements from 2 great leaders in their own right. Thanks, Doris. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and a terrific finish.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Timberwolves trail by 3. Morris passes to Ridnour. He dishes it to Bogans. Passes to Ridnour. Five on the clock. O'Neal with it. And it's Marion picking him up. Pierce with the steal. Jumps up.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Bogans from outside. Here's Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris got 7.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Levine's checked in for Luke Ridnour. Marion setting the pick for Irving. Up off the screen. And he sinks the layup.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Here is Bogans. Morris kicks to Bogans. They get it again. The Knicks leading by 5. Outside Irving. Hibbert. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
There's Kragic with the 3. That is good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Zach LaVine, a bit of a late bloomer. Wasn't a top recruit until he hit a late growth spurt in high school. Now he's a 6'5" combo guard. Came out of UCLA after 1 season. Still a bit unproven, but one of those upside picks because of his athleticism and shooting range.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
The problem for the Knicks last year is that they didn't really do any one thing in an outstanding way.
Well, a lot of people wonder how they missed the playoffs, but when you look at them and analyze them, they were really an average team.
Well, even with the weakness of the Eastern Conference last year, the Knicks unable to get into the postseason. It was a subpar year across the board. They're looking to bounce back now.
Well, you know, when you look at most playoff teams, there's an established, clear identity of who they are and how they play and what they rely on night in and night out. The Knicks didn't have any of that.
The Knicks leading by 4. Marion setting the pick for Irving. The shot by Pierce will not go.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And there's the pass to LaVine. This one for 3. No good. Some solid defense there from Irving. Right side, Pierce. Tries it from 19. Pierce with another miss.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
LaVine kicks to Hill. Davis, the pass to LaVine. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The drive by Smith. Here's Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 14 points.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
And it's Marion in the corner. Kept alive. Hibbert. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
Then, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
Now here is Harris after Jordan Hill's miss. Harris dishes to Patterson. They set the screen. And Thornton kicks to Bayless. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Jared Bayless, a combo guard out of Arizona, very athletic, more of an offensive-minded player. He had his best season back in 2011-12 with the Raptors, but his shooting percentages have fallen off since then.
Vitor Favarani's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Rajon Rondo returning to action in mid-January of 2014, a little less than a year after his ACL tear. And Steve, he looked pretty good.
He did. His shooting percentages were down, but, you know, rebounding and passing as well as he ever has. Rondo, I think this year, will be much more effective now that he's got some reps back on that knee.
Now here is Harris. The dish to Bayless. Fires from deep. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Bayless has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Rondo's field goal percentage dipped, but he shot a lot more three-pointers than ever before in his career. Coming off that injury, maybe not looking to drive as much as in the past. He hit that three-point shot at about 29%. I think he's got to get that mark up. If he does, then he could really be leading.
The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. For three, Dunleavy. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Harris again, Rondo. Feeds to Thornton. Averani inside. He's guarded by Hill. Bayless, the pass to Harris. Trying to get open is Favarani. That's good from Harris on the assist by Bayless. And now it's an 11-point Knicks lead.
And Rondo trying to add range to his shot. Didn't stay idle while he was getting healthy. Seems he rehabbed his shot while rehabbing his knee.
In low to Davis. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
You have to wonder, it's certainly worth thinking about with the way Anthony Davis took a big step forward last year. There's a legitimate argument, or discussion anyway, that he might eventually become the best player in the league at some point.
Patterson dishes to Thornton. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Hill is screen on Harris. Smith kicks to Dunleavy. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And the ages add up, guys, in regards to Anthony Davis. You know, LeBron is going to be LeBron for a little while longer, but after that, there's going to be a short list.
And Davis is right in the middle of it when you think about it. I mean, the ability to score down on the block and change teams' game plan with his defense, the way he patrols the paint. I think he's got as good a shot as anybody at being the successor to LeBron's crown.
Ryan Kelly, he's checked in for Minnesota. Harris again, Rondo. Out to Smith. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. The Knicks leading by 11. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
Minnesota making a switch here. Dragic is checked in.
Devin Harris originally signing a 3-year, $9 million contract with the Mavs going into last season, but had to settle for a 1-year minimum contract after the physical revealed he had a dislocated toe. You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
Pass to Thornton. He feeds it to Favarani. Here's Bayless. No good on the three. Timberwolves trail by 13. And it's Rondo penetrating. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. 19 points for Davis.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Minnesota foul call. Josh Smith. That's his 4th personal foul.
That free throw good from Patterson.
Patterson.
And Patterson drops them both. Poked loose. Favarani with the steal. The Knicks leading by 13. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. We've got Ryan Kelly, also O'Neal out there. Marcus Morris is out there with Luke Ridnour. And it's Dragic in the 2-guard spot. The Timberwolves shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. From 8. And off the glass. That one's good. Morris has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. Irving drives in. Another miss by Irving. Timberwolves trail by 11. Ridnour with it. Guarded now by Irving. Ridnour passes to Morris. Offensive rebound. O'Neal dishes to Ridnour. To the right side. Dragic kicks to Kelly. From outside the arc. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. The Knicks leading by 11. On the wing, Thornton. Patterson, the screen. And Thornton kicks to Marion. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Kelly. Good. And the assist goes to Ridnour.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
Here is Bayless. 6 to shoot. Irving with a clean look. Again, Irving missing. Timberwolves trailed by 11. Ridnour with it. Sean Marion covering. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Steve, right from the start last season, some upheaval for the New York Knicks with a front office shakeup.
Yeah, surprising move when you consider that the team was coming off a 54-win season in 2013 and the team's first second-round appearance in over a decade.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Patterson. Pierce comes in for Marcus Thornton. Hardaway is subbed in for Jared Bayless. And that one's good by Pierce.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
And for the Knicks coaching staff last season, you think about it, guys, it had to be tough. The GM who hired you no longer with the organization. And ownership basically saying championship or bust. A lot of different pressure coming from different sources in the Knicks situation.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And with a new front office again this season, the Zen Master, Phil Jackson at the helm, new coaching staff. We'll see if the Knicks can create a stable foundation moving forward.
And what a tremendous game for Morris. He's got 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
Here's Irving. Cannot hit. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Dunleavy for 3.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Irving kicks to Marion. The feed now to Hibbert. Knocks it down from 7 feet. Hibbert's got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Minnesota making some changes. Davis is checked in for O'Neal. Smith comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Luke Ridnour. It's Davis with the drive. And Hibbert with the block. Irving with it. Picked up by Davis. Marion, right side. Pierce again. Smith. Baseline J on the way. The shot by Pierce will not go. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
New York leading by 12. Irving passes to Pierce. Marion outside. Hardaway is screen on Davis. Irving attacking. Nice work there coming off the screen. And the Knicks lead by 14.
The pick wasn't ultra effective, but it got him just enough room for the score.
Rondo dishes to Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Good, tough defense there. Getting a hand up, forcing that miss.
Well, he's got the reputation of being a tough defender, and there was an example right there for you.
Pierce with a wide open look. Hardaway kicks to Irving. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
The drive by Rondo. Smith, no luck.
I like that he has the confidence to take that shot, but I'm not sure if that's within his range.
Marion with it. Picked up by Davis. For three. And Marion gets it to go on the assist by Irving. And it's 8 points for Marion.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And it's Pierce in the corner. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Smith the pass to Rondo. And Davis, here we go. And he jams it with authority.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
Now, here is Irving. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
That's really set them apart today, guys. That success from the mid-range.
Well, these are two teams that clearly you've seen the difference in offensive philosophies here.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Here's Davis. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists in the game. New York shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Pierce dishes to Hibbert. The jump hook. And again, it's New York.
Now, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. You are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
Rondo drives in. Got that one up quick. The Knicks leading by 19. Outside Irving. He kicks it to Hardaway. Irving passes to Hibbert. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Davis.
Minnesota is in a bit of a difficult spot with their road games. They always have to travel a great distance to get to opposing sites because they're in the Western Conference, and that can take a toll over the course of the season.
I guess you could say those lengthy travel distances for Minnesota took their toll last year because the Timberwolves managed only 16 road wins a season ago.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Knicks.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this was by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
And if you had to pick one player who would maybe take over everyone else in terms of picking up his game, it was, I think, that kind of a night for Roy Hibbert. He was really important under the basket, making great plays down low and getting in position to pull in all those rebounds.
96-70.
Well, guys, Minnesota was close to a 500 team last year at 40-42. But as you said, struggling on the road kept them, Steve, out of the playoffs.
Well, to make the playoffs in the West, I mean, I think you have to go at least 500 on the road. And getting road wins is where Minnesota will have to improve to get back to the postseason.
Outside, Pierce. 5 to shoot. That's short off the rim. Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And here is Davis. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Roy Hibbert.